have her wear on that for all the games, the entire game. That's my goal for tonight.
We appreciate your attendance here tonight, and we thank you for your support of Catholic education and our students. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, officials from the Interscholastic International Association of Approved Basketball Officials have joined forces with the American Cancer Society to raise funds to help fight cancer. Officials working this game as well as all games in the GAC, MCC conferences, and various other games tonight will be donating their game check today to the American Cancer Society. Officials were part of raising approximately $20,000 last year and are hoping to exceed that total this year. Between the IVO officials and the IFO football officials, those two organizations have been a big part of raising money, more than $2 million thus far, for the Coaches vs. Cancer program. Participating officials will display their commitment to the campaign by using a pink whistle and lanyard while officiating games during this game. Their goal is not only to raise funds for a worthy cause, but also to bring awareness to the basketball spectators and to provide support to those who are affected by cancer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stay standing. Gentlemen, remove your caps for tonight's prayer and the playing of our national anthem by the CBC Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Tom Broussard. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, we thank you for being with us tonight. Let us continue to experience your love through the grace, compassion, and friendship offered by the people we encounter every day. As we enjoy tonight's contest, please help us to do so with good sportsmanship and respect. We give you thanks for the talents of these young men, and we pray that they carry the bonds of brotherhood formed through athletics with them for the rest of their lives. Bless our efforts as we develop young men who are guided by faith, strengthened by intellect, committed to justice, and prepared to lead and serve. For this we pray, amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle,
Pray for us.
Live Jesus in our hearts.
Forever.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for Chaminade. Starting at guard, a 6'2" senior number 1, Colin Perry. Starting at guard, a 6'3" junior number 2, Johnny Jordan. Starting at forward, a 6'9" junior number 10, J-Mo White. Starting at guard, a 5'10" freshman number 25, Elijah Pokewise. And starting at center, a 6'8" junior number 32, Johnny White Jr. The Red Devils are coached by Mr. Frank Bennett.
They're not twins, are they?
Starting at guard, a 6' junior number 1, Chaminade.
Starting lineups have been introduced. We are live at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium on the campus of CBC High School for CBC basketball here on a Friday night MCC action. CBC and Chaminade. My name's Randy Molman, Chris Maris alongside. And it's a big one in the MCC. Chaminade undefeated coming in. CBC, a big win the other night against Vianney. As a matter of fact, a week ago they knocked off Vianney. But first, let's send it to the studio and Cooper Newmark.
Thanks, guys. A couple people I have my eye on for tonight's game are Devin Houston and Jamison White. Now, for the Cadets, Devin Houston, he's averaging 22 points per game, which you can expect to see a ton of him slashing and driving to the rim and getting wide-open layups. And then he's also averaging 2 steals a game, so you can expect to see a ton of, defensive pressure from him, and you can expect to see a good defensive game from him, as well as being a very efficient player with a 51% field goal percentage. So he's an absolute baller, and he's someone you want to look out for the Cadets. Now, for the Red Devils, Jamison White is averaging 15 points, 9 rebounds, and a 35% three-point shooter. So you can expect to see him filling up the stat sheet, and you can expect to see him have a big impact. That's all for me, guys. Now let's send it back over to the booth.
Thank you, Cooper. We are underway. CBC on their first offensive possession did not score. Jamo White answered for Chaminade. It's 3-0 Red Devils. Just underway here at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium.
CBC won the tip, came out, had a fairly decent possession. Freshman starter Tristan Howard missed the shot on the offensive possession.
Here's Jaden Reed driving, now pulls up, scoops it underneath, missed everything. That was a tough shot. And here comes number 25, Poniwaz, the other way, Elijah Poniwaz. Now it's Jamo again, and that one's short. Jamo White missing there, and here comes Radovich for CBC. That's poked away. Potts picked it up. Now Brown into the lane. He's sealed off there by White. There's a 3 from Radovich, short. Long rebound goes to Perry.
Chris Brown had the ball in the paint there, but not a very good matchup for him against a very long and lanky Chaminade team.
Jaden Reed, Chris Brown, Nikola Radovich, Christian Potts, and Tristan Howard, the starters for CBC. And a reach. Jaden Reed got him on the elbow.
CBC's got their hands full with Chaminade tonight.
They do. Chaminade's undefeated, 4-0 in the conference, and the closest anyone has come to Chaminade in conference play is Vianney, and that was their first game, and Chaminade won by 14. This is a complete team, 3 players averaging in double figures for the Red Devils.
Only DeSmet's a defending Class 5 state champions, and they pretty much punished them a couple of weeks ago.
They did. That final score was 68-52. There's a foul called on Chaminade. 5:34 to go in the first. Sort of a slow start for both teams. 3-0 Chaminade leads.
I mean, if you look at Chaminade's losses, they do not have a loss to a St. Louis area team. They're playing a lot of teams out of town. They're definitely trying to gear themselves up to play and compete for a state championship, and their schedule shows that's what they're trying to do.
Here's Howard to the elbow, kicks it right side. Back to Radovich for 3. Short. Rebound grab by Perry.
Nicola has had a couple of good looks, but hasn't been able to get it done.
Jahidi White Jr. lays it up, and a timeout called by head coach Sam Briscoe. He wants to talk it over. 5-0 the score, almost 3 minutes in. CBC without a basket, and Chaminade has just 5 points.
And Jake Plummer and Devin Houston checking in for the Cadets.
10-7 overall, as you mentioned, Coach, for Chaminade, but yes, not a loss to any St. Louis area.
I mean, Chicago Simeon's a loss. Gonzaga College out of DC's the loss. Christ the King, De La Salle, California, Chicago, Kenwood, Shawnee Mission Northwest at Quincy, when they're playing at the Quincy Shootout, Brewster Academy out of New Hampshire at Quincy. I mean, you're just talking about marquee, high-profile basketball programs from around the country, and they've pretty much handled the local talent. Couple of 14-point games in conference, but nothing else been really close.
Jahidi White averages 13.9 a game. J-Mo White averages 14.9 a game. There's Devin Houston, who last Friday right here went off for 42.
And they're gonna need that similar type of effort against this team if they're gonna have a shot.
That's J-Mo White again with the bucket from the block on the block extended on the right side there. Howard now to the elbow, kicks it out to Reed.
J-Mo White averaging just under 15 a game.
Howard for three, there it is.
Little freshman energy right there from Tristan Howard. He gave the team a lot of energy last week in that win over Vianney.
Here's Jahidi White spinning off the glass, no good, rebound Radovich.
Great defense right there by Jake Plummer first in the post.
Devin Houston bulls his way in, lays it up and missed. Radovich followed and missed. Houston missed. And finally, Jahidi White comes up with the rebound.
Plenty of opportunities for CBC, couldn't get it to fall.
Now J-Mo White with a tomahawk dunk on the other end.
Nobody to challenge him in the paint there, and J-Mo White came down and finished it off in style.
On the roster on STL today, they have J-Mo White listed at 6 feet tall. We know that's wrong.
6 feet?
Yeah. Jahidi is listed at 6'10", and J-Mo obviously.
I'm just looking at him compared to
height.
Jake Plummer first. Jake Plummer first is every bit of like 6'6", 6'7", and J-Mo White's only a touch shorter than he is. Ben Winker checks in for Chaminade.
Winker, another forward at 6'10". For the Red Devils. They've got a lot of size. Oh, Houston, great move. He fooled the defender and laid it up for two. These are the type of games Devin Houston has typically shown up for.
He does. I mean, he loves the spotlight.
Down low, Winker lays it up with the left hand.
Good pass, came into Winker. Radovich got over there to, challenge the basket, but a little too late.
Jaden Reed tries to answer. Rebound and an offensive foul, I think, is going to get called on Jake Plummer first.
Yeah, got his hand in the back a little bit as he was trying to pull that rebound down. With the way it came off, he probably didn't have to do that, but you don't know that when the ball goes up.
11-5, Chaminade leads. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Into the front court, this is Jordan. Bounce pass down low, what a nice look. Laid it up and in, Colin Perry.
CBC student section giving the officials a little bit of the business, but so far so good. Matt Molenkamp, Ray Collins, and Phil Lashley are your officials tonight.
Houston's three is short, rebound goes to Perry. Here comes Chaminade, right to left. Bumped from behind, no whistle. Cross-court pass and a three. Short, rebound by Plummer first, and Devin Houston wants to run. Behind the back dribble, but he got it poked away, doing a little too much. A feed ahead, down the lane, laid it up and in. Colin Keller for two, and it's 15-5 just like that.
CBC had it 9-5, was, within two possessions right there, and now you're looking at a 3-4 possession game.
Here's Howard straight away, right side Reed. Reed now back to the right side of the logo, angles left side. Now tries to reverse, he'll come back to the right. Still beyond the arc, bounce pass to Houston, that got poked away. Chaminade's gonna give Devin Houston all kinds of attention in this game. Turnover, Radovich lays it up for the Cadets.
A little bit of a scramble, Jaden Reed pops up with the ball, finds Radovich standing underneath the hoop for the easy buddy.
Radovich had a cool 14 last Friday night.
Well, he had a nice little stretch in the third quarter that really helped CBC get back in that game.
Houston driving in, little Euro step to the left, and his runner's no good. Plummer first puts it up, no good. The Cadets have missed in close several times already.
A lot of contact and not getting called right now, and they're letting them play.
Colin Keller buries a 3. It's now an 11-point game. Chaminade's coach is Frank Bennett. He's been there a long time and has had some great Chaminade teams over the years. Foul was called on Winker, CBC ball.
See if CBC can get something going down here in their own end.
Houston will trigger underneath the Chaminade basket. Radovich to Houston. It got poked away, but it's off Devin Houston, and it'll go to the Red Devils.
Devin's a little out of sync to start the game. You can see him a little frustrated. Hopefully he finds his rhythm here in the near future.
Into the front court. This is number 3, Tracy Collins. Bounce pass right corner for Winker. Winker out to White. Back to Winker. No, that wasn't Winker. That was number 11, Keller, and then Radovich jumped in front of the pass and slapped it out of bounds.
Still stays with Chaminade, but good defense by the Cadets. Good rotation, getting out on Winker. Tristan Howard working around, out on Collins. Colin Keller, and working around Winker was Tristan Howard.
Robinson has it now for Chaminade. Dribbles to the logo, now reverses.
I'll spit it out eventually.
Right side for J-Mo White. He tips it. Robinson, crossed over Houston, drives in, scoops it to Winker, who lays it up and in.
Little mini dunk with under 20 seconds left to go in the half. 13-point lead for the Red Devils.
Reed with a great crossover to the basket on the reverse, no good. And here comes Chaminade running out. They've got numbers down the lane with speed is number 3, Tracy Collins. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, you just don't want to get in a transition game with this team.
That acceleration by Collins, the junior.
I don't really care who the team is locally. I think if you're going to get Chaminade and you're a local team, you're going to have to find a way to make the game a little ugly. Because I think if you just try to play athlete for athlete with them, or basketball for basketball player, there's just not a lot of teams that can match up.
That's off the back iron, no good on the second free throw attempt, and then a foul on White.
That was kind of a foolish foul right there. I mean, Plummer first, he kind of got him in the face, and White not happy about the call, but I don't know what you really could be arguing about there.
The other thing about Chaminade, too, is if you want to try to take away the inside with how big they are, they shoot the 3 real well. Jaden Reed with a miss. I mean, you look down the list here. Perry, 51%. Or 27%, Jordan 45%, Robinson 45%, 37% from Keller. So they could shoot from the outside as well. They're really a good team in terms of balance.
Well, and you look down and you look at their points per game, and you can tell, I mean, they've got a lot of guys who are scoring points. So it's like if somebody's a little off, they can find another guy to go to very, very quickly. And most teams just don't have that. It's hard, Perry averaging 6 a game. Jordan basically 12. J-Mo White 15. And Colin Keller's got 2 threes tonight. He's averaging 4. He's already over his average, but he obviously a shooter there. Panawaz averaging 8. And then Jahidi White Jr., who I don't think we've called his name tonight, scoring a bucket. He's averaging 14.
21-7 after 1, Chaminade leads. As we head to the second quarter, CBC goes left to right, of course, wearing their home whites. Chaminade in their road black uniforms. Kind of rare to see Chaminade without any red in the uniform.
Yeah,
They got the script Chaminade across the kind of a different look.
I'm going to guess with as much as they travel and what they've got a lot of different uniform combinations.
Left corner for Collins down low. Oh, and J-Mo White is there, but he missed and he's fouled. I think Radovich is going to get called.
Yeah, Radovich is going to get called on that. And
CBC foul number 21, Nikola Radovich, his first team's 4th.
We'll see how it is. I don't have my glasses on. It's hard for me to read some of this tonight.
53% at the line for J-Mo White.
And first one's down.
Made both. 23-7 the score. Chris Brown crosses the timeline for the Cadets. Now turns left wing. Tries to get the screen, work off the screen of Plummer first. Alford drives behind the back, and he can't control the dribble. Radovich dives on it. Ball is on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball, or no, a timeout. They're going to get a timeout called by Coach Sam Briscoe, so the ball will stay with CBC. And now there's some words after the...
You got White standing over Radovich after they blew the whistle. A lot of Chaminade guys still standing around the ball with the CBC guys, and probably the officials should have gotten everybody cleared out of there as soon as the whistle was blown. It's how technical fouls and unnecessary scrums get started in any sport.
So Coach Briscoe with the timeout. That saves a jump ball situation. It would have been CBC ball. The arrow is pointing in their direction, but you want to save that alternate possession. So a good timeout there by the coach. 7:27 left. First half, 23-7 is the score. Cadets will have the ball. Brown, Radovich, Houston. Number 22, Alford. And
Plummer first
out on the floor for the Cadets.
Nice student section. Looks like got a little jersey theme going for the guys as we celebrate Catholic Schools Week.
One of the best student section in St. Louis, if not the best. Here's Plummer first to Radovich. Straightaway three. A little off to the right, but it'll go off Chaminade, and it'll stay with the Cadets.
From the shooting point of view, CBC's had some good looks. Cadets have good looks and just can't get the buckets to fall right now.
Houston will trigger for CBC. Yeah, the Cadets have missed 4 or 5 in close already. So they've gotten the looks. Oh, off the hands of Plummer first, and here comes number 3, Tracy Collins. Collins down low, found J-Mo White for 2. He stuffs it home, 25-7. Houston. A little off balance, 2 for Devin Houston.
Sometimes it looks like he's at his best when the play looks unorthodox.
That was too much contact. They'll get Houston there with the foul.
You could hear the slap all the way up here through the headphones.
Through the headphones.
I realize we got mics on too, but I'm like, I think I heard that otherwise.
And you and I were just saying, as we get older, we're losing our hearing. We can still hear that.
Hear that one. Gives you an idea how loud that one was.
Jahidi White hands it off. Collins, left wing 3, good.
Wow.
So smooth. Tracy Collins knocks it down. Tracy averaging 1.8 points per game. Jaden Reed now to Alford. Alford at the free throw line, lost the dribble. Another steal for Chaminade. Down the other end, and a pass to Collins, who lays it up for 2.
Transition baskets there for Chaminade, and they're allowing a lot of body contact to go uncalled right now. And CBC just doesn't really have an answer for it. As soon as they're getting hit, they're losing the handle a little bit.
Here's Devin Houston for 3, off the glass, no good. Ball is loose, grabbed by White, and stolen by Jaden Reed. Reed the other way, and I think he's out of bounds. That'll be CBC basketball.
Number 2, Johnny Jordan. And for the Cadets, number 13, Bryce Million.
Million checks in for CBC.
Another freshman for the Cadets.
He checks in for Brown.
Coach Briscoe trying to get these young guys as much experience as he can early on.
That's a foul, yeah.
There's
that's
a little bit
push.
of physical contact that they called there.
Elijah Ponywaz is called for the foul. That's his second.
Devin Houston checking out, Chris Brown checking in.
(30-9), 5:42 to go, first half. Here is Million. Million has the ball. Dribbles at the top of the key, spins at the free throw line, now picks up the dribble. Jaden Reed left elbow, back to Million, back to Reed. Reed guarded by Ponywaz. Back at the logo. Reed now tries to drive. He gets up in the air. A jumper no good. Rebound Jahidi White. And White's open in the block, and that is a physical mismatch. He did miss, and he got fouled.
I'm looking at that matchup. I'm like, that is not a great matchup for the Cadets.
6'10" White on 6 feet tall Braden Alford.
Well, and what does Alford go, about $140, and White's about $250?
Yep. Jahidi White's dad, of course, played from St. Louis, played at Georgetown.
Cardinal Ritter.
Cardinal Ritter, yep. I remember as a kid being very upset he didn't choose my Missouri Tigers. But he went to Georgetown, had a great career there. 31-9. And he makes both. His first 2 points. No, he's now has 4 points. 32-9 the score. This is left side Million. Scoops it to Plummer first. Hands it off to Brown, swinging around. Now he'll come back the other way and back out, guarded by Ponywaz. Spins off the screen, drives in, and a runner won't go. Rebound White. Here's Ponywaz kicking it out, left corner. Now driving into the lane, tried to pass it, threw it off a foot. That was Perry trying to find the open man on the left block. Million, and a foul on the floor. So not a shooting foul.
So Devin Houston checking back in for the Cadets.
Houston
back in the game.
And Houston checking back in. Brown drives in, and that is stolen.
Lost the handle.
And J-Mo White down in for another dunk. He's had a couple already.
That's, what, 3?
13 already.
He's pushing his average in here in the first half. 4 minutes left to go.
Houston spins, somehow got the ball back and missed on the reverse.
Just can't get anything to fall.
Here's Chaminade now driving in. Step back jumper, no good off the front of the rim. J-Mo White on the rebound, no good. Gets it back. Now off the glass, scoops and scores.
Just offensive rebounds, killing the Cadets right there.
CBC into the front court. This is Reed out to Houston. Houston puts it on the floor, tries to bull his way in, and he's fouled. Too much contact there by Colin Perry. .328 to go, first half, 36-9.
Christian Potts back into the game for the Cadets. Jake Plummer first. Going to get a little bit of a breather.
Houston will trigger into Reed off the inbound. He missed, but he's fouled.
Looks like he got a great look, and Perry just quick over there to challenge that basket. I mean, he fouled Reed, but it looked like Jaden was going to have a, pretty clean look at the basket, and ultimately doesn't.
So now Reed to the line. Free throw falls home.
I thought it looked a little strong, and it was off the backboard, but Alford comes in for Brown.
Houston, Reed, Alford, Potts, and Million on the floor for CBC. Both free throws good for Jaden Reed. Oh, and away from the ball. Alford went down, but Jamo White bangs home a three from straight away.
Inside and outside for Jamo White.
He has 18 first half points. Here's Keller into the front court. Kicks it left side. Now driving to the free throw line and scooping it back to Jamo White, and he's fouled. He's going to shoot three.
Christian Potts on the foul.
So Jamo will go back to the line. He is 2 for 2 at the line. And 2:55 to go in the first half. Chaminade leads it 39-11.
The officials are making
him tuck his shirt in.
Get his uniform squared away.
He's now 3 for 3 at the line. 19 points in the first half for Jamo White. Next free throw, rims out, but Winker's there. I think we're going to get a lane violation.
We got a lane violation?
Lane violation on the Cadets.
I can't give him second shots at these things.
So he'll get another opportunity, and that's off the back iron, and a rebound by Potts. CBC into the front court. Devin Houston crosses the timeline, hands it to Radovich, back to Houston. Houston spins, throws it up. He's fouled. Foul call on Perry.
You know, do what you can here as we get towards the end of the half to minimize the damage by Chaminade.
Perry's third foul already. And it looks like number 5, Jacob Robinson, is set to check back in. That's the 15th foul, so Houston will shoot 2. Devin has 4 points so far. That one rims out.
A lot of things just look out of sorts for the Cadets right now, and basketball's got a finesse element to it. You just can't effort your way through things.
Here's Robinson, takes the inbound, and he will avoid the full court pressure and then gets the ball back from number 2, Jordan. Now left side, Jamo White, short, rebound, Alford. Here's Devin Houston now into the front court, and he weaves through traffic, high off the glass, no good. Radovich the rebound and a foul. Houston back to the line.
See if Devin can find his groove here a little bit.
That's Winker's second.
There we go.
Houston gets a friendly roll. He's 2 for 3 at the line. 10th in the area in scoring, 24.5 per game for Devin Houston.
So he's up to 7 points for the game here.
Here's Jordan, right wing. Now they spin it left side for Winker. Robinson working on Million. Into the block for Winker, and he lays it up and in.
Winker did a great job of getting some offensive position there on Christian Potts and finished the basket.
Now Million to Radovich to Houston. Here's Houston, pull up jumper, good. Devin Houston starting to heat up a little bit for CBC.
Need a couple of more defensive stops.
And there's a steal for Houston, and they've got numbers. He drives in and missed. Radovich missed. Jordan has it. Ball's now on the floor. Houston gets it back, and he's fouled. You see a little energy.
CBC scrapping on defense there, but had a couple of opportunities for some finishes and didn't get it done.
CBC playing with a little energy now here at the end of this half.
Just got to start chipping away maximizing your possessions. Don't worry about the score of the game as much as just making each play the best that you can and see what happens. See if you can kind of creep your way back in.
I always talk about, winning blocks of time. Like
Yep.
you win chunks of time, and the next thing you know, you win all those chunks of time. You're back in the game. Cadets trying to close this half on a run. Houston missed both. Rebound White. And into the front court, Collins. Jordan in the lane, bounce pass to Jahidi White, and a good physical block there by Potts. You can't. You got to let him know you're there.
Yeah, I like that. Even though he fouled him, sent him to the line. I like the idea of Christian going in hard there, make him earn that bucket.
So Jahidi White will go to the line. White this year 69.5% at the free throw line, and hits the first. He's now 3 for 3 tonight at the free throw line. 43-16, 1:16 to go here in the first half. And short on the second. Radovic the rebound. Here's Alford quickly ahead. Alford fouled. The thing the Cadets are doing well here in this, they are drawing fouls. They're getting to the free throw line.
This is just a very weird game because I feel like, and I'll be the first to admit I'm not a great basketball guy, but I feel like there's effort. I feel like they've had good looks. They haven't gotten them to fall. They're getting to the line. I feel like this game could be very, very different if CBC's shooting percentage just wasn't really bad right now, and it's not like they're taking terrible shots.
Alford missed the second, so he splits the two. That was the 10th free throw attempt for the Cadets here in this half. Jordan into the lane, kicks it out. Now left side. And wow, scooping underneath, no good. Radovic tracks it down. Here comes CBC. Alford in close, finishes.
What a great lay-in transition bucket right there by the freshman Alford.
J-Mo White kicks it right side. Keller for three. Good.
And then it comes back around.
That is 8 points for Keller. 33 seconds to go here in the first half. Houston pulls up left elbow, short. Rebound to Jordan. Here comes Jordan. He's sealed off in the backcourt, but he dribbles around it, crosses the timeline. Now they have numbers. J-Mo White catch and shoot three. Good. .22 for J-Mo White here in this first half. Million spins, turns, fade away. Nice by the freshman Bryce Million. First half comes to a close. It's 49-21 at halftime. Chaminade leads CBC. The Red Devils led by J-Mo White, who has 22 first half points. For CBC, Devin Houston leads the way with 9. And we go into halftime. The Cadets have some work to do, down 49-21 here on the Cadet Student Network. We're getting ready for the second half here at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium. The CBC Cadets trail the Chaminade Red Devils 49-21. My name's Randy Molman, and welcome to tonight's broadcast on the Cadet Student Network. The Cadets have some work to do, and I would say look, Chaminade's a very good team. We all know that. They're undefeated and in first place in the MCC. Their closest MCC game was a 14-point win. They have beaten every St. Louis area team this year that they have played. But the Cadets did not do themselves any favors in that first half by missing several baskets in close. And when I say several, I'm talking 6 to 8 baskets down underneath the rim, in close inside the half cylinder down there. And then a couple of offensive rebound opportunities that did not go the Cadets' way. Houston collects the inbound for CBC. They'll go right to left here to start the third quarter. Houston drives in, throws it up, no good. Rebound grabbed.
Couldn't get it to fall.
By Perry. And that's kind of been the story of the night, Coach. That's what I was just saying as we came back was, yes, Chaminade's very good, but CBC just can't get any baskets to fall.
No, they're just really snake bit on the offensive side.
That was a block on a long jumper tipped by number 2, Johnny Jordan.
Chaminade unsure whether or not that ball was tipped or not. Had an opportunity to gather it before it went out of bounds. Ultimately, CBC retains possession.
That's tipped off the inbound, but run down by Potts. Now Reed to Houston, top of the key. He'll back it out and set the offense up for the Cadets. He works off the screen. Now we'll fire up a 3. That's short. Rebound tipped back to Reed. So the Cadets have another opportunity. Here's Houston spinning in the lane, driving in, and he's fouled. And that's a Devin Houston special. The spin and the foul as he's driving.
They were ready for it, but J-Mo White couldn't stay out of the way there.
That's his second. And what I also was saying at the top of the half there, Coach, was there have been, I'd say, 6 to 8 opportunities inside that half cylinder that the Cadets have just not been able to finish.
No.
And you put those on the board, and all of a sudden, this is a different game.
Well, and they're not hitting their free throws either. You know, Devin, as great as he was last week, is struggling tonight. And some of that's your opponent. I mean, you know, Chaminade is a significantly more athletic team than Vianney.
Houston misses both. So CBC now 6 for 12 at the free throw line, to your point. And J-Mo White will have an and one opportunity. He had 22 first half points.
So he's been shooting for his 23rd point here.
So this will be one shot, and he missed. Here come the Cadets. Chris Brown across the timeline, right to left for CBC. Here's Houston, top of the key, leaves it for Reed. Reed scoops it to Radovich. Angles right side, looking for the backdoor cut, but Jordan was there. And he'll run down the floor looking for an alley-oop, but a miss. It's poked out and run down by Chaminade. Back to J-Mo White, and he waits for Potts. That's a veteran move. Waits for Potts to get up in the air, and then goes up and draws contact.
Well, Potts, you know, foul him. We're going to make him earn it. Get him from the stripe. But that's 4 on Christian. Got to think that after this shot, he might be coming out.
Yeah.
It looks like Jake Plummer first is at the table.
J-Mo misses the first. He's now missed his last 3 free throw attempts. Just came in as a 59% free throw shooter.
It's amazing how those averages work their way out because he was pretty hot early on, and I think he's probably right at his average for the night.
So Reed will jog the ball up the floor for the Cadets. He crosses the timeline, 54-21. Chaminade. Here's Houston. Top of the key now. Ooh, down low looking for Plummer first, and he couldn't get his hand on it. Deflects out of bounds to Chaminade.
CBC needs to find another offensive option other than Devin Houston. And because they are They are smothering him as soon as he gets the ball, and even though he's had some nice looks, they're not really honoring anybody else as somebody that they feel like can score on them.
There's a three from the right corner. Good. First basket of the game for Elijah Ponywaz. And the lefty drained it from the right corner, 57-21. And there's a steal. J-Mo White in for the windmill jam.
We got a lot of game to go here, folks, and the CBC came out with a lot of effort. And
another foul called on Devin Houston's drive. Jahidi White called for the foul. (59-21) the score. 5:44 to go here in the third. Houston at the free throw line. Devin is 0 for his last 4 at the line. Knocks that one down. Howard back into the game for Brown. He joins Reed, Houston, Plummer first, and Radovich on the floor for CBC. That one rattles out. Into the front court, this is Perry. Perry, guarded by Houston, swings it left to Ponywaz. Ponywaz spins and drives, a Euro step, scoop off the glass. That's nice for 2. .520 to go.
Beautiful Euro step move right there.
Devin Houston bangs a 3 home, 61-25.
Dribble drive, step back.
They trap Jordan, but he swings it to White. A long 3 off the neck of the rim, no good, and a foul called on Jordan on the rebound.
He seems a little frustrated. That's pretty clearly a foul. It's Kyron Jackson. Looks like he's checking in for Nikola Radovich.
Radovich has been held to just 2 points. That's the third foul called on Chaminade here in the third quarter. CBC has 2 team fouls. Houston crosses the timeline right to left. He weaves through traffic, down, and scoops up and in. That was as athletic as it gets. Devin Houston lays it up for 2. Foul.
Foul on the floor right there. Yeah, Tristan Howard.
That's a hand check by Howard. He's just trying to keep Ponywaz in front of him, and he got his hands caught up in it. 61-27, 4:38 to go in the third.
2 freshmen going after each other right there.
Jahidi White into the lane to the cutter. That's Perry. Back to Jahidi White, and he'll lay it up for 2.
Howard tried to come in from behind and steal the ball. Couldn't get his hand on the ball before White went up for the easy layup right there.
Here's Reed. Reverses to Howard. Howard underneath the basket, throws it up, and Jahidi White got his finger on it, and that kept it from going in. But there's a steal,
Kyron
and he
Jackson
stepped out of bounds.
Good defensive sequence right there by the Cadets. Trapped White over in the corner. Jackson got the ball away, but couldn't handle it without stepping out of bounds.
So Chaminade has the ball, up 63-27. White pulls up for 3. Short. Rebound on the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Chaminade, I think. Yeah, they're going to get J-Mo White. That's his third.
J-Mo White with 3 fouls there. He's going to take a seat for Keller.
Alford into the game for CBC. He checks in for Reed. Alford, Howard, Brown. No, that is Jackson.
Jackson and Plummer first.
Plummer first, and Houston on the floor for CBC. Here's Alford, left wing. Angles to the middle of the floor, now to the elbow. Hands it back to Jackson. He'll reverse dribble out to Howard. A deep three is
Oh,
good.
wow, Tristan Howard with the long-range three.
That is his second of the night. Pony Waz down the lane and a good steal, and running out is Houston down the lane, and he finishes a quick 5-0 run here for CBC. Keller, bounce pass in, and another steal for CBC. And a foul on Winker over the back of Devin Houston.
I think Winker kind of went into Houston hoping he'd slide that pivot foot before he fouled, and didn't work out that way.
Coach
Nick
Briscoe.
Musig, the senior for CBC, checks in.
Coach Briscoe calling for the free throws because he's right. It's the fifth team
yep.
foul of the quarter. So CBC in the bonus. Houston will go to the line. Devin has 17 points, and he missed the first. He's been at the line 11 times tonight. And he is 5 for 12. Six for 12, I should say. Down low, there's a steal. And Houston underneath. It's an 8-0 run here for the Cadets.
Nice little sequence for the Cadets.
Now some full court pressure. They had him trapped in the backcourt, but now Winker ahead, down low to Keller. Keller scoops it out, and a little runner from the left block is number 5, Jacob Robinson, his first bucket of the game. Howard far side, dribbles in, throws it up, and a foul called on Keller. Howard will go to the line. We said it in the first half, Coach, the Cadets are drawing contact, and they're getting to the free throw line here tonight.
I mean, you've got the stats in front of you, but I mean, I'd be interested to see what our free throw percentage is. It's terrible, and it's not from a lack of effort. It's just bad luck and not having a good night.
First free throw is good.
But you want to see the Cadets finish strong.
9 of 17 right now at the free throw line.
Between that and just getting some baskets to fall earlier in this game, you're probably still not in it per se, but you're not in as bad a situation that you're in.
But CBC defensively has turned it up here. This is a 9-0 run, or a 9-2 run, I should say. And another foul on the floor, that one on CBC. So Chaminade will trigger. 65-36. Both teams now will be in the bonus for the rest of this third quarter. Winker. Oh, and a hard foul on the freshman, by the freshman, Tristan Howard. Going up against the big man, Ben Winker.
Tristan Howard, half Winker size, went in there and was like, I'm not giving this to you easy. That's a freshman on a senior right there.
Winker is not a very good free throw shooter. That one
Winker
rolls
doing
home.
his part to make him pay, though.
Winker this year, 3 for 14 at the line, and he makes his first. 6'10" lefty. Makes both.
Those look clean.
They sure did. Inbound to Houston, a little pressure. He gets out of it. Crosses the timeline. Now behind the back. Down the lane and missed on the left side of the block. Rebound grabbed by Collins. Collins ahead and now kicked out. And a three from the right wing. Too strong. Rebound Howard. That was number 24, Cole Kirkpatrick, into the game. Alford with a little runner in the lane, no good. Winker the rebound. And another foul.
Nick
that one
Music
called on CBC.
Foul on Winker.
That's Music's first, 5th team foul, so Winker will go back to the free throw line for Chaminade.
Nick trying to get his money's worth here.
missed that one.
CBC faithful giving Winker the business after that miss.
Second free throw coming. And it is too strong. Rebound Howard. Here's Jackson angling right side to Alford, driving in, and that's a foul on the floor. They're going to get Keller. No, they're going to get number 5, Jacob Robinson, his first. So Alford will shoot 2.
Alford to go to the line here for the Cadets.
He's got 3 points, and he is 1 for 2 at the line. And he missed the first. Trying to split him here, and he does. 67-37, 1:27 to go, third quarter. In the backcourt, Robinson. That's Devin Houston picking his pocket, and ball's on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow to Chaminade.
Lots of bodies on the bottom of that pile. Chaminade keeps the ball.
Talked about how fast Devin Houston's hands are and that full court pressure when they have a player trapped. He's just so deadly.
He's very, very good.
Collins going to drive all the way down, and he sort of was juggling the ball on the way to the basket, and he's fouled as he pushes it towards the hoop.
He lost the handle before he got in there.
He sure did. Braden Alford's second foul, so to the line it is Tracy Collins. Collins has 4. They've got him on the board at 6, so they're probably right on that. He makes the first free throw. Second one coming. Knocks them both down, so 8 points now for Tracy Collins. Howard into the front court for the Cadets. 1:05 to go, third quarter. Spins, but guarded well by Robinson. Houston top of the key, guarded by Collins. Works off the music screen, drives down the lane, throws it up off the glass for 2.
Cradled that as he went up, shielded from Winker being able to block it, and nice bucket as we get down under a minute here in the third quarter.
22 now for Houston. Good fake pass and a lay-in for Jacob Robinson. He has 4. Howard's fouled. Man, this is just a whistle after whistle after whistle.
Extremely physical game.
Howard to the line. He has 7 points. Knocks down the first. 25 seconds left here in this third quarter. It's now the second time the official has kind of held the ball and waited and had a conversation with some of the players on the floor. I feel like there's a lot of talking going on down there. Robinson the other way, and it's stuffed home by Winker.
It looked like it was going down on its own.
It sure did. Alford for 3. Skims off the side of the rim, quickly ahead, looking for Keller, out of bounds. 4.7 to go in the third.
Dueling air ball calls there by the student sections.
Here's Howard into the front court. He pulls up, throws it up, and that will end the third quarter. 73-40 after 3 here at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium on the campus of CBC. We're in the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. Randy Molman, Chris Maris bringing you all the action here tonight.
Another quarter to go here, Coach.
Another quarter to go. 73-40 the score. And again, I'll say, I don't really believe the score indicates how lopsided this game has been. I feel like the Cadets would be a lot closer in this game with a few more finishes in that first half and a better percentage at the free throw line.
I agree with you. I mean, it's just, and I'll preface that. I mean, I'm a fan first. I don't know enough about basketball in that regard, but I'm watching a team that's giving effort. It's trying. Things aren't falling. Chaminade is an outstanding team, but I mean, I still feel CBC should have another 10 or 15 points out of this game at least. And Chaminade's gotten some things to fall that you're just kind of like,
yeah.
J-Mo White's primary game is not shooting threes, and he came out and popped 2 threes early in the game.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah, he's got 3 of them tonight. Yeah. So we head to the fourth quarter, 73-40 the score. The White brothers back on the floor, Jordan on the floor, Perry and Poniwaz. And for the Cadets, it's Howard, Alford, Musig, Million, and Jackson. Alford's 3 rims out, ball pinballs up high, and it's grabbed by Perry. Left wing pass.
Probably getting
now.
one more look at these Chaminade starters, and as long as this game stays where it is, I got to think that
a falling away 3 for J-Mo White, and they're going to call a flop. They're going to call a flop on White.
Well, he did kind of, from my vantage point, it was hard to tell, but he kind of laid out, and the official was right in front of it. He's like, nope.
So he comes out of the game. The bucket counts, but he flopped after the shot. Here's Kirkpatrick.
When you're up 30 in a game, you don't need to be flopping like that anyway.
No. Keller for 3, left corner. No good. Rebound Howard. And a foul.
Tracy Collins wants to travel, but a lot of contact before he moved his feet, so.
So Howard inbounds to Alford. Three freshmen out there and a junior, or a sophomore, Kyron Jackson, who has the ball now, and he scores. Kyron Jackson.
Down the paint there for the Cadets.
So if nothing else here, Coach, this is really, really good experience for the young players.
Got 3 freshmen and a sophomore and a senior.
Yep. But you're getting them minutes against a really good team, and the development in this kind of game is great for them. Howard will go to the line.
Foul on Winker. He didn't like it.
So Winker,
he's done for the night.
Yeah, he fouls out. So that means number 12, Josiah Buchanan, will check in for the first time. He's a freshman.
Tip my cap to the student section over there. Still staying here, staying loud and proud in this game.
Free throw bounces high, a miss by Howard. (78-42), 5:07 and counting here in the fourth. Missed both. Rebound by Buchanan. Collins picked it up, found Buchanan underneath, and he lays it up for 2. So he comes off the bench, and the freshman scores right out of the gates, 80-42, and a steal by Collins, who goes up off the glass, missed, rebound pushed up, no good. Howard the rebound, and a foul on Chaminade.
That's on 12.
Now checking in for Chaminade, number 4, Isaac Newman. He's played 1 game this year. Newman has not scored. He got a nice cheer from the Chaminade student section. Down low, a miss, and a rebound by Music, poked out of bounds by Kirkpatrick. It'll stay with CBC.
Trying to see on CBC's bench if anybody hasn't gotten in there, but I think everybody's played significant minutes on CBC's bench tonight.
And now for Coach Briscoe, it's getting these young guys some good experience.
CBC struggling to inbound the ball right there.
Oh, number
here we go,
44,
44.
Isaiah Thomas is going to check in.
Another freshman. Saw a little bit of Isaiah at the end of the football season. Pretty good little wide receiver.
Collins, left side, Robinson kicks it into the corner for Buchanan. Buchanan for Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now dribbles to the top of the key. Hands it to Robinson, coming across off the glass. Miss, rebound Alford. Alford, nice shimmy move down the lane. He almost went coast to coast. He got blocked. Thomas now kicks it out. Jackson for 3. Little strong, rebound Buchanan.
Good look.
This is Newman now to Collins. That's strong. Rebound to Thomas. Million right side. And hand check called on Buchanan. Actually, they got it on Kirkpatrick, number 24. 2:15 left here at DC Wolcott Gymnasium. Good feed underneath off the inbound, and a 2 for Braden Alford.
Alford with 6 tonight. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes, 6 points for the freshman. 8 for Howard. Kirkpatrick for 3. Good. (83-44), under 2 to play. Alford guarded by Kirkpatrick. Spins at the elbow, now picks up the dribble. Flares it out to Thomas. Puts it on the floor, drives around Newman, and Newman's going to get called for the foul. (83-44), 1:18 to go. Thomas to the line, looking for his first 2 points of the night. Too strong. Second attempt coming up with a minute to play. Knocked it down. Collins will cross the timeline. Now left corner for Kirkpatrick. He backs it out, back to Robinson, guarded by Million, and Robinson drives in, and the runner is good. He has 8. Alford for 3. Good. Alford buries a 3. It's 85-48, and this game is going to come to a close. Chaminade will not take another shot. Oh, maybe they will. Isaac Newman looking for his first points of the year, and that's off. Rebound, back to Newman. Another 3 ball, no good. And he missed both. 85-48, CBC loses to Chaminade here tonight. Not much to say. Chaminade just a dominating performance. Inside, outside, they were really, really good tonight. The Cadets had some opportunities to hang in the game in the first half, missed some opportunities in close, were not great at the free throw line, but Chaminade the better team here tonight. 85-48, Chaminade wins it here at DC Wolcott Gymnasium. My name's Randy Molman for Chris Maris and our producer, Randy Gardner. We will be back on the Cadet Student Network next week. And until then, so long, everybody.